The board is quite red today, needless to say. Wow, what a crazy day it was right now. We are now halted on Upstart. Upstart has just halted its damn self right now. On Benzinga right here, trade halt. Halted at 401, news pending. I think Upstart a couple of earnings ago, their earnings were leaked or something like that. So I feel like maybe they've done that on purpose. Let's just wait to see here. Again, a company can always request this. And so if it's news pending, obviously earnings are news pending. So we'll wait to hear what happens with Upstart. But now that's on my radar. AKAM, you just saw Akamai, the big name, coming back into 112. That's to the downside. What's up with Corsair? You can see at the side, first of all, new rundown today. You like? That's what we're doing. Shout out to Real Trading, new sponsor. Let's go. It's Corsair to the downside right now. Here's Corsair. Corsair Gaming revenues a little light, what they're seeing. Also, Corsair missing on their EPS, missing on their sales. Corsair, boom, it's to the downside. There goes 12 bucks on Corsair. Akamai, AKAM, downside as well. Apparently a miss over there with Akamai, also down into 112. Man, oh man, I just tweeted something out today. Check out this stat, just tweeted out. More than 250 billion. Ciao on the Mag 7s lost today in market cap. Do you understand that 250 billion is more than the market cap of pretty much every single name combined of what we'll see reporting right here? Not a good day today for the NASDAQ. But anyways, nice move down. Obviously, we did have a big day today with the CPI coming through. So let's just take a quick look at the triple Qs. A shout out to Michael Noss, shorting TQQs yesterday by going long the SQs. We just shorted the TQQs today. That was a good trade. As soon as more earnings come in, I'm going to have them. I've got it in my ear. Shout out to Benzinga today. Anything hits, we've got it. Brendan, what was up today? Not much. Oil slightly up, 0.7 right now. My tank is aight. My tank is aight. So we'll have to put some more gas in there soon. But oil upside today. And uh-oh, the US dollar. Look at this move off the bottom for the US dollar, right? UUP here. This is Invesco's US dollar ETF. Huge move back up today. Definitely hitting from those bottoms. Robinhood is out right now. Robinhood, nice move to the upside. Reporting, I'm hearing in my ear, about 3 cents of earnings. I'm going to double check that. Robinhood right now, nice move to the upside. Could be taking out some of those highs. Robinhood's estimate, -1 penny. Nice revenue number coming for Robinhood. Robinhood. Remember when I said I preferred Robinhood to SoFi? Robinhood making a move back up. Let's see what's happening here to SoFi though. So Robinhood up here taking out highs. SoFi saying, uh-oh, we're not Robinhood. Robinhood upside. I like Robinhood because of the user base. We talked about the user base on Robinhood. As soon as I see it, I'm hearing it in my ear, but I don't have the stats yet for Robinhood. We're also waiting for Upstart, which is halted right now, but not doing anything. So there's Robinhood right now. I don't know how many of you took SoFi v. Robinhood, but Robinhood right now upside and making that move, trying to get back to 52-week highs where, of course, SoFi is nowhere near. Robinhood, 1328 is what we're looking at, 1310. Look where Robinhood stops, man. Right there, 1360 at those highs. Airbnb is now, forget it, out. We've got breaking news on Airbnb. I guess Brendan's account not mattering as we go down to the downside rate. You stayed in Airbnb lately? Nah, summer you did, I think. That was a long time ago, summer. Oh, the summer doesn't seem too far away. Geez, it's February. Okay, there it is, Airbnb. Oh no, they did hear about Brendan. There goes Airbnb to the upside. Airbnb Rip City. Look, this is a name that we're in down here near 120, but it's from here. It's from a while ago. It's not from pretty recently. There it goes. It's Airbnb to the upside. As soon as we get it, we'll get it to you. And guess what else is out? Oh my gosh, are we having fun yet or what? It is LYFT. LYFT is now out. LYFT right now, not a great cover here for LYFT. I'm also hearing Denny's is out. I give thumbs down to that restaurant, so I'm not covering it. I will when I get a second. There it is, LYFT right now. Inline sales. We're going to find out. I don't see the actual number for LYFT, but right now LYFT is starting to head to the upside. So what does that mean for our French friend Uber? Right now, of course, it's not French. Uber pulling off of that, not moving around. Geez, we are getting a lot coming through right now, guys. There it is right now. LYFT coming through. Course Air. Let's just go back and check. And first of all, welcome to everybody that's here. I haven't even had a chance to load up the thing. It's GoDaddy. Hello. That name is now out. GoDaddy out. And yeah, not moving around a little bit. I'm going to load up YouTube so I can say hi to everybody. But what a fun day it's been today. Wow, we had over 300 trades in the open market, including the bangers here on NVIDIA. I actually still wound up down on NVIDIA. Okay, Robinhood today. There's NVIDIA. I just want to see if NVIDIA was moving in the aftermarket. It is not. Is ARM moving in the aftermarket? It is not. What is Robinhood doing right now? Taking out 52-week highs. Oops, that's HHOD. You're so much in the hood, you're HHOD in the hood. 1250 right now coming back in for Robinhood. So again, look what happens. Remember I said, and I wasn't playing around. Being here on the After Hours show, first of all, traders stay late, and I got to thank all of you for staying late with us. What I was getting at was just seeing like stocks run up to 52-week highs and then back down. It's making me think that when you have stocks that you're like a little bit shady about on earnings, maybe you do want to put what Neil and I will call, we call them kind of stink bids, but in this situation, it's just offers that are kind of at levels that you don't mind getting involved with. I remember when we had Brian Shannon on, who's going to come on hopefully pretty soon, he nailed that NVIDIA bottom, which was like 470, which now seems crazy because it's at 720, but sometimes you do have to have those bids or offers out to make sure you're good. Hey, what's up, Y brothers, man? Oh, 300 trades means I'm addicted? Yeah, hello, am I addicted? Yeah, like I've already been called patient zero and basically been threatened that if I even have a runny nose, I'm never to come into the office. I don't remember, you know, I can't stop coming in. It has nothing to do with the amount of trades. I could make 10 trades, but I am still addicted to the market. And let's just be honest. Who else you want sitting here? You want someone that can go over the market, talk about it with you. I'm glad to be joining you guys. That's the whole point of Trader TV Live. We roll out traders, man. Brendan Trader, Neil, Adara, Sharif, myself, Obi, everybody that's been on the show, man. I am a trader for life. You know how long I've been here? 22 damn years, and hopefully not going anywhere. All right, thank you for the roll call there as well. More trades are out right now. I'm hearing in my ear, Upstart is now out. Upstart is out. They did halt the name. Let's find out why. It's still halted. So Upstart not moving, but I have the numbers. Who else has them for you? There it is. Upstart minus 11 cents, beating minus 14 cents. Bang. Upstart though, where's the other point? Upstart, oops, that's well. Where's Upstart? There it is, Upstart right here. So beating, reportedly loss of 11 cents, beating 14 cents. Also, losses increased year over year. That is fine. Reported quarterly sales of 140, which beats 134. So now we wait for the guide for Upstart. To me, the top and bottom are both beats. We'll wait to see what happens with Upstart now. Halted. Upstart is halting. Hey, I see everybody saying they're here. It ain't roll call yet. You're going to hear that in a couple minutes. Instacart is out right now. Let's Instacart. See ya. You want to talk about a bad IPO. Instacart down, breaking lower. Watch out for the 52-week low break here in CART. 22.36 for CART. It is now out. That is Instacart now out. So that's going to be a good little pull there for Instacart. What else? There's so many names hitting right now. Robinhood grows balances from 142 subscribers, growing it. That's nice to see, obviously. There's Denny's. What's up, Denny's? 14 cents misses. Sorry. Sales miss. Sorry. Look, for me, I don't have any hate to Denny's. Obviously, I do a little bit. I just, for breakfast, man, I like to support the local places. Denny's, obviously not local. Denny's to the downside. I'm going to find out if my good friend Brian Shannon likes Denny's. Denny's right now, not the stock, the food. Down to the downside right there. All right, there's so much happening, guys. Upstart still halted, but Upstart was a nice beat. So we're going to wait to see what Upstart has for us. LYFT, again, LYFT. Look at, wow, bang, 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 LYFT. Maybe, Brian, if you're listening, let's go over some LYFT if you don't have anything, because LYFT right now is starting to go back up to the upside. LYFT right now trying to take out some levels. The 52-week high for LYFT, does this go back? Yeah, this is pretty close. This is a year ago today. A year ago today, LYFT goes from $18 all the way down to 10. So LYFT gets absolutely clocked a year ago, down 40%. What a difference a year makes. Today, LYFT up 17%. Same quarter, different result. There's LYFT, there's the tick up here, 1445, going insane right now for LYFT. So congratulations on that. The latest note that I have here on LYFT is just gross bookings higher, so that's nice. Gross bookings up 17%. But again, we saw this story. We saw this story with Uber. We actually broke it down on the podcast. Hey, if you're part of Hydration Nation, I need some now, so join me. Wow, man, we're putting in some work today, guys. A lot of busyness happening in this market. Airbnb, we talked about them being out as well. I can't even go over the market, which was insane right now because we have so many earnings. Airbnb, nice out as well. Guess what? It's another one taking out 52-week highs and making new highs right now. Airbnb upside. But look at this, man. We've been talking about weakness in this market for a while. Okay, today, sort of the shorts came in. We had been worrying about some of these upside down moves. We talked about the relative strength, equal weighted, right? That was starting to pull in. Obviously, we were high yesterday, but if the NASDAQ gives back and you start to lose the Mag 6, we're throwing Tesla out. Shout out to Jim Cramer. He was kind of the guy that sort of did that. But my guest coming up right now, oh, I see him. He's Hydration Nation right now. I saw that, Brian. But no, Brian has not been a fan of Tesla for a while, so I got to give credit where credit's due on that one. But right now, the RSP is trying to fade down a little bit here. We'll have to see if there's some problems in the hood. We talked about yesterday, not problems with Robinhood today as that's spiking up, but we saw yesterday here Microsoft, and I'm trying to figure out where our traders going to buy this name back up. Look what they did at the end of the day. They rallied this thing back up. So today may have just sort of been like that monolith. Like, we'll have to see if there's going to be another day like today following that CPI. Now, we had a good data print today, right? See, not good, but CPI goes from 2.9, expected up to 3.1, and then we get the pushback. You know what? Let's call up CME Fed rate tools just to see exactly before we call up. I mean, when we have guests like we did yesterday, we had Michael Noss on yesterday talking all about the SQs and going short on the NASDAQ. Obviously, we prompted that. Look at this. Here we go. So, coming through for March of 2024, if you thought you were getting a rate cut, fail. This used to be almost 50-50, man. No more. So let's check out May. So right now we're at 5.25, 550. It looks like we've pushed out the rate cut, possibly a 1/3 chance that it comes in May right now. And again, this is not what the Fed is saying. This is the market expectations, right? The Fed has sort of said that they're going to be data dependent. Today's data not helping the argument for a rate cut, which is why the market goes down. But finally, I thought it was June. So yeah, June, we're about 50% for that half. And then as we go on, it just continues down the road. So if you talk about it going into December, we're looking at pretty much a 30% chance that we're down about 100 from where we are today, right? So right now we're at this 525 to 550. If you push it out to December, which is the end of the year, then we're looking at about 30% chance, roughly, that we're down about 175 to 100 bips from here. So again, the market pulled back all the way, and now we're going to have to figure out what is going down right now. So, all right, man, all is well in this. Upstart to resume trading. We're just getting that note right now as we will go to Michael Noss. I'm getting that from Brendan. Upstart in and around 4:35, resume trading for Upstart. But let's just see if we have any sort of a note from Benzinga here about Upstart. GoDaddy, Airbnb, everything seems to be pretty good. Ooh, AIG, remember that name? AIG reporting $1.79. This insurance beast, wow, what a monster this has been. Straight upside, there it goes. Now AIG starting to go, nicely done, taking out again 52-week highs. If you guys thought that there was strength in the market and you wanted to get a little bit of coverage, especially in the insurance, you can look to Berkshire. Berkshire, big holdings through financials and through some insurance names. And then you also get the exposure with Apple as well and some tech names in Berk B. Are we ready? Yep. Then we wait no longer. Let's go. Whoo, Mr. Shannon, what a wild day. I know me and you have been talking about trimming or, you know, potentially this kind of a day coming through. Can you break it down a little bit? What were you thinking today? It was a pretty hot CPI number. Basically, let's talk about this market. Nice pullback, only 2 sectors green today. Wow. And we have the US dollar and then oil, not much else.
Oil is right up against this anchor from last year's high in the same place we failed previously, which was also a big level of support the last quarter of last year that became resistance November and December and so far this year. So it's a pretty pivotal place, and oil has put in a higher low as well. So maybe something's going to get going there, Sean.
Maybe. You know what, Brian? I got to give a big shout to you because today in our chat, I saw so many traders talking to me. Google's going to break its yearly anchored VWAP, like all of these stocks. So traders are definitely taking, I'm going to say bang for this one, because I know you and I are very proud of the risk management techniques that we use on a day-to-day basis. So is there anything right now that's sort of catching your eye? I feel like pullbacks in the market are healthy. Was today maybe too much? Anything you want to discuss?
No, I don't think it's too much at all. You know, it could be the beginning of a little bit deeper correction, which I wouldn't mind at all. This is 1 day down. We've been up, I think I've read somewhere, 14 days in a row or something like that. And pretty much all of them record highs. So a little bit of a pullback, no one should be scared of. We've been raising stops and managing risk along the way. So the one thing that tells me it's not ready to go in there and buy the dip is we're below that 5-day moving average. And that 5-day moving average, you can see this little area here. That is the data from 5 days ago. So tomorrow we get rid of that, meaning if the market is below this level here, that 5-day moving average will continue to decline like this tomorrow. So even if we get a rally up towards here, I would be suspect of it possibly doing this. And that's one possibility. The other thing is it could just ramp higher once again and take the bears off guard. But right now, I'm super light in this market. Most stocks have broken key near-term levels from my trading time frame, which is a swing trader. So I'm in no hurry right now, Sean, and just doing a little bit of day trade scalping here and there.
Yeah, we really scalped today NVDA. Like I mean, we were liking that short in and around 725, and actually here, come over to my screen for a second, and we'll give Brian a second here to maybe load up NVIDIA, because I do want to talk about it. It is something that I look at every single day. And again, I'm a madman with trades. I don't expect anybody. Unfortunately, we have some wicks here. But what I was doing was basically shorting in and around here, 725, 726, looking for pullbacks in. We had a huge move down in underneath 700 earlier today, Brian. And I'm a little nervous. What are we doing about this 730 level? Is there any anchors that maybe you would use now on an NVIDIA? Of course, a lot of our viewers have trade ideas and some platforms that also use the anchored VWAP. So what can we talk about here with NVIDIA? I'm looking short all the time. What does it say on your books here with NVIDIA?
Well, we're still in a big uptrend. We're still holding above that rising 5-day moving average. We came right down to the anchor from the gap on the 5th. That's right here. Touched that first thing in the morning as it undercut the 5-day moving average. We rallied up. Here's the the week to date 2-day volume weighted average price. I still see a giant uptrend that slowed down a little bit here today, and I don't see any signs of a top yet. Doesn't mean it can't break down. I would think that breaking below this level, which is where we saw a little bit of resistance, turn support and support again. So 695-ish, that might be a key level that if we break down below there and get stuck below it, then we might see a deeper sell-off down towards, let's say, the year-to-date anchor, which would bring it all down towards 610.
Perfect.
That's just a scenario. It's definitely not a call. I'm not trading it to the short side right here. So I'm kind of hands off on NVIDIA for now.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. It's been quite a crazy day. Also, one of our top stocks, especially here on the floor, has been ARM. I don't know if you've seen that,
Yeah.
but a name that's like 90 times sales or whatever it was up there at 160, that seems a little inflated to me. We just had a very interesting situation, Brian. I can't remember the last time a stock halted before they released earnings. Can you remember a name?
I don't pay as close attention to it as you do, so I would say it's probably pretty rare then, Sean. Which one
So
was that?
So here we had was Upstart, and if you look over here on my screen, if I could call Upstart
Hmm.
up for you as well, Brian, because they're now halted. And what we had was earnings being quite nice here for Upstart, beating all over the place. If I can actually find it, here it is right here. 11 cents, still red though, but beating a negative 14, sales beating. And then of course, we've all seen sort of its brother with a firm, or sister, I don't know, make that move back up to the upside and then hit 50 on earnings and then fall back in about 25% back down to 40. So for me, for Upstart, again, let me see this. I would probably draw an anchored view up maybe down here to where we were back mid-November off that bottom, or maybe even somewhere near the top. But Upstart also, Brian, has a 41% short float. So this is going to be a very, very interesting name to trade. It's resuming in and around 435. Are there any levels? Because Brian, I gave you credit when we had you on NVIDIA a while ago. You said, well, if it falls down, maybe. And again, these are all maybe. These are just areas of interest. You nailed that 470, and I was like, what? And then now NVIDIA's up at 720. So give me some magic here on Upstart, Mr. Shannon.
I'm not sure there's any magic here. Let's just take a look at common sense and go back and take a look at, for instance, the anchor from this. Oops, sorry to first. Let's just go over here
Yep.
and do it on a 1 day so it's not as scrolly there. You can see this big gap down over a year ago.
Okay.
And that's what kind of killed all the momentum in this stock for a while. We're just holding above the anchor from that right now. We're also holding this thick blue line was the anchor from the beginning of last year. This green one is this year's anchor. We've got a rising 50, 200-day moving average. So then we've got to go back and say, how is it in relation to this? Well, from that high we saw in December, we found sellers there 2 days ago. And if we can blast up through there, I think the next level to look at, well, we're above that as well. So I think you've got to look higher and maybe look at the anchor from the all-time high. And maybe we're going to be headed for, a run up towards this level, 50 and change. Who knows what's going to happen, whether we're going to gap down or gap up. I really don't, play the guesses on there. But if it can break free of this high, then we've got some pretty green or blue skies rather ahead, where it could be a good trender for the next 3-6 months or so.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good point regarding where we think this is potentially going. I mean, once the number comes out, we don't really have an idea. So thank you so much for going over those levels. Do you remember a name that we talked about last week? There's a mouse involved, and then there's also some Jedis and things like that. And the name, of course, as I see it on your screen, as we all kind of laugh about it, it's Disney. And we talked about that. This was a name that I brought up to your attention, and I was like, you know what, man? We are long down here in and around $90. We asked for your opinion on this. You actually confirmed and gave me sort of the, I don't know, not the gumption's the wrong word, sort of, I want to say kind of like the balls, to hold on to this. And then there it goes, the confirmation right back there up to the upside, Disney. Now, my question for you is, we held on, we bought this, we like this name. I'm not loving the business, but maybe we're getting extended a little bit right here. Any thoughts about what we're seeing on Disney? Again, a negative day in the market and Disney's still up that 1%. For me, relative strength, Brian, is exactly the kind of stuff that I look for. Disney appears to be strong and saying, what market move? I like Disney up here at 110. You think it's getting to a sell spot, or what do we think about Disney, and should I be concerned?
I think you've got to, look at the intraday time frame for the last 4 or 5 days since that earnings report, and we're holding on. I mean, we haven't dipped below the opening print, right? So
Right.
that's very bullish. We've had these little higher lows. We've got that rising 5-day moving average. I think if it breaks back below the opening print from the earnings, maybe it gives back a little bit.
I'll live.
But so far, it's just correcting through time, letting that 5-day moving average catch up to it. And I see a bullish trend here, really. So maybe it's going to make a move for the next bigger level here on the weekly time frame up near this 115 level.
Okay, yeah, so good. All right, so I'm pretty happy about that. I like looking at that as, hey, if it doesn't break that little bottom that you just mentioned there, why are we even concerned about it? I think you're right. Just really quickly, just as we had talked about, I don't think Upstart is open yet, but they actually, it looks like they may have guided here not good. Upstart sees Q1 revenue 125 versus 151. Brian, as you know, you cannot be considered a growth company and guide lower. So I feel like they are going to get, UPST is going, in my opinion, yeah, this could be those downside sort of targets, maybe here on UPST. Let me just check again. And this is why traders stay late, Brian, because we're going to look at a firm. A firm, I guess, gets a little bit of wind of that, starts to move down as well. So UPST could be in trouble with the downside move. I know you have it up, but I wanted to look at one more name here, Brian, before I let you go. It's getting close to 4:30. And I actually have a dentist appointment that was rescheduled from like 3 weeks ago. That's at 4:45, so I got to get over there. But thank God, it's just, do you like the dentist?
Who does? No one.
No, yeah, I actually don't mind it. Because you know why I don't mind it?
I'm not really a fan of Denny's either.
Yes, bang, all right. So when you come to Toronto, we will not be visiting Denny's. But no, I actually like, because
right?
we're so busy that I finally get like a 45 minutes to sit back, relax, and just let the dentist do their work. But yeah, okay, LYFT. LYFT doesn't even have a red candle here, Brian, in the after hours. They've just gone from 12, so they're having their meta moment. We talked about, if you sort of closed your eyes and went to sleep for a year, that's not a good thing. But LYFT was at $18 and it cracked down to 10 and has seen lows. But guess what? We're almost all the way back there. LYFT, huge. I don't know what Uber's doing right now, but to me, Uber's going up as well, obviously. Uber looking to take out 52-week highs as well. But LYFT right now, Brian, that was a huge move up. Anything about LYFT that maybe we could have seen before this? I don't know. It definitely seems like a bottom there and in around $10, but LYFT continues to get lifted per se.
It was behaving well. I mean, it was holding right around that year-to-date anchor, and now it looks like it's probably headed for a test of the anchor off of the high from 2021. So it's probably headed towards $20 a share, it looks like to me.
Yeah, not only does LYFT there hold that number, but also guiding higher, talking about, again, more rides, gross booking. I'm just reading it. Gross bookings up, everything going well. All right, one more question. We do have something on the show here. I don't know if you can you can probably overlay, obviously, but Robinhood v. SoFi. So Robinhood right now is just taking out pretty much, I mean, not pretty much, it is taking out their 52-week high and in and around there right now, ticking over this 1325 level. There's always talk on the show. What stock do we like better? Is it going to be Robinhood? Is it SoFi? So right now, Robinhood, again, with a short float of 8%, and they're both relatively new, obviously, banking type names, investment, portfolio managing as far as holding on to people's, well, we know what they are. I'm just reading what it says here. Manufacturing, reproducing, magnetic, and optical. That's Robinhood? Okay. That's probably not right, throwing me off. But right now, their current market cap, $10 billion. SoFi's current market cap, it's something similar, $8 billion right now with similar short floats. SoFi not doing the dance at all like Robinhood is. SoFi stuck in the middle, Robinhood breaking out. I prefer Robinhood. Are we like-minded here?
We are in agreement. If you look at that longer term chart, it looks like if it can, sustain this move, it's headed for a test of the anchor from the IPO, which would head up towards about 1675. Whereas SoFi, it's still stuck in a range.
Yeah.
It just looks like dead money. Whereas this one, it's on its way. The horse is left. Bet on that one.
All right, Brian Shannon, we just covered a bunch of names. Was there anything before letting you go, any trade that you're sort of really believing in right now or looking at or debating entering? There's probably a whole bunch of them, but we've talked about CRISPR before. Maybe that's something that's still on your mind as well in the therapeutic area, but any other names just for some viewers that may be seeing you for the first time?
Well, CRISPR has obviously behaved well. The other one, Sean, I'm surprised you didn't mention, IBIT.
Oh yeah, the
That
big
was
one, that's
last
right.
week. Remember that? It was
That's
just
right, I remember
breaking.
that. What are you looking at now?
That's been a
Great break,
beauty.
50,000. IBIT 6 straight days up. Congratulations on that play because you were all over it. Getting exhausted a bit?
I don't know. I mean, I took some off yesterday. I own the physical. I own Bitcoin, so I sold some at 49.6, I think it was. Thinking, we're at this round number. I only sold a third, so I'm just going to raise my stop. I'm not a hodler, but there's bullish flows still coming into these via these ETFs. So I'm going to try to hold Bitcoin for a little bit longer here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any point in that. And I know one ETF you're not going to be into. That's ARKB.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Run by the wealth destroyer.
Down with ARKB and Kathy Wood. Okay, always such a great time. Thank you so much. I mean, this is why traders stay late, is because we can have such great traders like you on. Let me just reach over here and get this. This is it right here. Maximum Trading Games with Anchored VWAP. It's the man, the myth, the legend. It's Brian Shannon. Thank you so much for joining. And are you doing anything that you want to address with our audience? Where can they find you? Anything like that?
You've got it right there at the bottom of the screen. You guys got it all covered.
Perfect.
So.
At Alpha Trends. The only problem is I got to change that little Twitter guy over to an... Oh, it's happening. Okay. I just heard that's happening. So next time, promise we'll get that fixed out. Go find Brian over there on X. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you, Sean.
That's Trader Talk. Ooh-wee doggy. Yeah, wow. What a great day, man. The sticky note was huge today. You guys can go find it. We were nailing those shorts all day. We do not even have a long idea on the sticky note. So we turned that bull into a bear yesterday morning. My worst trade yesterday was short the Qs. My best trade today was short the Q. Well, we had other trades, but a great trade today was short the Qs off that top. Go find me at Trader TV Sean. We nailed that. We were short 17.8. Today on the NASDAQ. So we watched that thing go all the way to the basement and finish near, off the lows, but we still like it. Look, man, more pain coming. Unfortunately, I have to go. Do you guys want to wait around for one more minute and check out what Upstart's going to do? 4:35 is when we get that going. So we'll stay around. Let's stay around because you know why? It's roll call time. So let's find out who's staying around to find out these Upstart earnings with me. Who's here and who is not. You're going to see Upstart hopefully in a minute or so. Just load up right here. So I'm going to push this over just to find out who's here. I'm a little bit nervous about Upstart. Oh, we see Yylin saying $23. And by the way, thank you to everybody. We're not going anywhere. I'm just saying hi. What's up to Why Not? AVWAB had me at hello. Okay, good. What's up to D. Mr. Westermeyer? Cute puppies here. Everyone saying thanks to Brian. Thank you, Brian, for sure. Your real Canadian future awaits. Okay, I like that. What's up to Rock Doc? Nathan Wilder's here. Obviously, Mr. Westermeyer's here. Mo Fun is here. I like that one. There, look at this name. I like this. Where's that name? Mo Fun was here. I lost it. D-Rob is here. Joe Causey is here. Prania. What's up, Prania? He's here at Pranyaya. Sorry about that. Stan Cho is here. Luke Waters here. Balance is here. We're waiting. We only have now less than 1 minute, and we'll see Upstart. So let's just look at it daily. I'm going to move this over here just so everyone can see themselves on. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, D-Rob? I love you too, Sebastian. John Knox is here. What's up, Katina Man? Yeah, what's up? That's me. Okay. We're going to wait up for Upstart. If Upstart breaks 20, see you later. I don't know. They guided lower, but they beat on the Q. So where's going to happen with Upstart? Honestly, man, my dentist is calling in just a couple of seconds. I got to get out of here, but we're going to stay. Thankfully, my dentist is just next door. Upstart, there it is. It's open. Upstart right now, 29.51 and starting to go lower, 28.88. Let's see where Upstart bounces from. So here we go. We're only down here. We're at support for Upstart, but will it go to the downside? You guys want to see what a crazy trading looks like live? UPST. Now, it might be down. Here's Upstart on a live level 2 for you right now. Our charts may not work, but this is what Upstart's doing. 28.80, 29.30. This is what a live level 2 looks like on earnings. So here's Upstart, back up to 30. It's trying to hold. Look at that. It was just 30, down to 28.70. This is liquidity. This is who else shows you this? You tell me who else shows you this, and I send you a Trader TV live hat. Okay, deal? Go follow me at Trader TV Shawn and find out another show that shows you a live damn level 2 right now. Bang! There goes Upstart to the downside. Upstart is taking lower, lower, lower. It's Upstart, and they're making that move. $26. Ciao, Upstart. We should clip this part, by the way, because ain't nobody showing you this. That is for damn sure. It is Upstart. It is a downside move for UPST. This is what it looks like on the chart. Down to 25 and change. Upstart, where will it stop? Nobody knows, but you're going to have to find out somewhere else. Thank you so much for watching. Traders Stay Late. I got to thank my good friend Brian Shannon. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Go grab his book. It's Maximum Trading Gains with an Anchored VWAP. Soon I'll be holding 2 books, his and mine. Got to support them both. Let's go. It's Trader TV Live. I'm Shawn Catena. Thank you so much. Please go follow me everywhere on Instagram at Trader TV Shawn. I'm not only putting in work here, we're putting in work after the show. Tweeting out cool things, putting stuff on Instagram. We're also on LinkedIn. Have a great evening. Be kind to your dentist, and hopefully mine is kind to me. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Ciao.